Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having a good day. Man, God bless you. I just wanted to share this with you. God gave this to me this morning. I was in prayer and I said, Lord, give me a word that for your people. And for myself too. When I jump on here and I share, I'm not only speaking to you guys, I'm speaking to myself to help build me up in faith for when I'm going through. But the word that he gave me this morning was, have you ever been in a bad relationship? I'm talking about that bad relationship where it's causing you and it's changing you who you are. It's changing your attitude. It's changing the way you walk, the way you talk, the things you do. Your whole demeanor is being changed by this relationship. Maybe the person isn't hitting you. Maybe they're verbally abusing you. It's decreasing your self-esteem, and it has you in a place that you don't even recognize who you are. It's costing you your friends, the ones you love, and they're looking at you like, who are you? Who have you become? Because of this relationship. And you find places where you build up the strength to leave, to be free from that relationship. But then you find yourself wanting to go back, desiring to go back to what held you and what caused you to change, what caused you to be something different than who you are, who you were created to be. Well, people, sin is just that way. Sin is like a bad relationship. It takes you to places that you never thought you'd be. It changes you. It changes your character, your nature, your attitude. It costs. It costs you friends and people you love. It costs you, your blessing, everything that God has for you. It costs a lot. And what we have to realize is, just like when you're in that bad relationship, when you make a decision to leave and free yourself from it, you're free. You don't have to go back. You can start and begin your process and start your chapter over. With God, Jesus has paid the ultimate price. The wages of sin is death, and Jesus paid it when he died on the cross. So we no longer have to be entangled with the bondage of sin. We can be free because of what he's done. But all too often, just like a bad relationship, sometimes we want to go back. We want to go back to the things that entangled us, the sins, the pleasures, fornication, lying, adultery. We want to go back to those things because it's pleasure in it. Just like in that relationship, although it may have been bad, you may have had good times, good moments where it makes you think of the good times. But don't forget that relationship wasn't healthy. It wasn't good. It cost you a lot. It changed who you are. Even though there's pleasure in sin, even though there's fun in it, it costs too much. It costs you your life. It costs you who you are and who God created you to be. So I just jumped on this morning and say, do not be entangled in sin when Jesus has freed us from it. We don't have to live that way. Just like the bad relationship, if you can build up enough courage, enough discipline, enough trust in God and his word, you can be free. All you have to do is accept Jesus' free gift. And though sometimes, like in bad relationships, man, you want to go back. You think of the good times. You think of how much fun it was. But you have to be reminded of how much it cost you, how much it changed you, how much it made you become who you were never supposed to become. Sin will cause you to become who you never was supposed to become. So just rest in that free gift. And sometimes it's hard to break that relationship. Sometimes you'll find yourself, man, it's 10 years, it's 15 years, and I've been in this unhealthy situation. And all it takes is one time for you to break that cycle. And as you come out of sin or that bad relationship, you find yourself in a place where you feel free, but you don't know what's next. The next steps is to receive Jesus into your heart and allow him to begin to do the work to remove all those things that you sown in your heart. Just like in a bad relationship, you have taken on things that are not you, and you have to, after you break the chains of bondage from that unhealthy relationship, you have to do work to become the better version of who you are, or who you've become. So as we break away from sin, as we renounce it, as we let it go and begin to walk our walk of the process of who God has called us to be, we have to be strong and of good courage. And if we miss it, if we relapse, if we go back, it's okay. Just get up, dust your shoulders off, and allow God to keep renovating you, keep changing you. You're going to have moments where you miss it and you mess up and you go back, just like in that unhealthy relationship. Even though it's over, you may find yourself going back, calling that person, texting that person, doing things that, you regret. But it's okay. It's just a part of the walk. It's a part of the process. Understand that God is still making you. He's still changing you. He's still strengthening you. And although you had a moment of weakness, it is not your life. It was a moment. Keep walking. Keep seeking. Keep pressing. Sin has no place in our lives. God is coming for a glorious church without spot or wrinkle. And in order, just like this shirt, in order to not have spot or wrinkles, you have to iron it. You have to press it. You got to put some heat on it. So even though it may be hot, you may be in the press, you may be going through some tough things, understand that God is just making you in this time. So just like that unhealthy relationship, sin can be that way. But you have to be strong and of good courage and in God, and follow his will and his way, because his will for you is to have victory, to overcome. And know that you have the strength to let go of the things that once held you in bondage. Understand that Jesus has paid the price for it. So we no longer have to be a slave to an unhealthy, bad relationship with sin. We can let it go and be encouraged and be disciplined and follow God's will and his way. I love you guys. Be blessed, be strong and of good courage. Have a great work week. Have a great week with your family. Have a great week with your friends. Have a great week within yourself. Be strong and be of good courage. I love you, people of God. Have a great day. Bye.